Back in 2010, Valve held the Polycount contest, which invited users to submit hats and item sets, 5 of which were eventually included in the game. All of the Polycount item sets granted in-game gameplay benefits, which is why they were eventually removed 3 years later as they were considered pay to win. Sniper's Polycount set was the Croc-O-Style set, which introduced the Old Snaggletooth hat, the Sydney Sleeper, the Darwin's Danger Shield, and the Bushwhacker. When you ran all of these items together, you were granted 25 additional HP and the ability to tank a single headshot. Now, all you do is drop a tombstone when you kill an opponent. Hey everybody, it's F-Bomb, and today I'm trying out the Croc-O-Style set. I'll admit, I actually used to run this set a lot back in the day before it was nerfed, and I pretty much haven't touched it since, largely because I'm bad at Sniper, but also because of all the Polycount sets, this one probably has the worst synergy in its current state because of the way the items have been reworked. And I'm hard scoping way too much here. So the Sydney Sleeper is actually a really good and underrated sniper primary in my opinion. It feels a lot like the Bizarre Bargain in terms of how fast you can get off a charged shot, which really means that I shouldn't be hard scoping as much as I normally do. Oh wait. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, I think I suspect I know what this spy is doing. Oh god, I'm so bad at melees. Okay, that's actually a legit kill. Alright, I'll worry about that when I have to. But yeah, so with the other Polycount sets, I think I've made videos on all of them except for the spy one. Mostly because the Your Eternal Reward is really bad in its current state. But this particular set, the Croc-O-Style set, is really weird because the Darwin's Danger Shield is now basically just an anti-pyro item because you have no afterburn and take very little fire damage. Oh, shouldn't be peeking sightlines. But yeah, the Bushwhack is still really good, especially with the Cleaner's Carbine or Girardi, but it really has zero synergy with the Darwin's Danger Shield in particular. I guess it has some synergy with the Sydney Sleeper in theory, but in practice, it doesn't. So the theory is if you shot somebody and they got Girardi'd from the Sydney Sleeper, you could mini-crit them. Is anybody gonna take care of the scout? Oh, that was probably my best shot. But yeah, in practice, if you hit somebody with the Sydney Sleeper with enough Girardi, they're probably gonna die before you can get to them to melee them anyway. So really, very little synergy. Oh, I knew he would come back. Yeah, so in its original state, the Croc-O-Style set was really good for counter sniping because essentially you always had the advantage against enemy snipers because if they quickscoped you, you'd have 1 HP and you could run away. Can I extinguish this guy? Yeah, some of the recent reworks on the Sydney Sleeper made it so that you can extinguish teammates, which is kind of cool, but also has a headshot mechanic that I don't like. Oh no, he is doing what I think he's doing. Yeah, okay, so the enemy spy is actually doing something pretty clever. He is disguising as me, and I'm the red team sniper, and he's looking in the sky and spinning around while he's disguised, so my teammates think that I am a bot or that I'm cheating, and he's trying to get my own teammates to kick me. That's pretty clever, but thankfully most of my teammates are friends of mine and they know I'm not cheating. But I'm not sure if they realize what exactly he's trying to do because I'm not in a voice call with them. Alright, thankfully that failed. But yeah, that's pretty sneaky underhanded spy tech. Show off my eyes. I gotta say, I'm gonna make a video at some point talking about the killstreaker effects. I feel like the current tier listing of it kind of assumes that you're always getting a 10 streak with them. Some weapons, it's more common to be getting 5 streaks than 10 streaks, especially depending on your skill. And I kind of want to make a tier list talking about which ones look best on a 5 streak. I feel like Tornado and Incinerator look great on a 5 streak, Whereas like Fire Horns looks amazing on a 10 streak, but not as good on a 5. But that's a video for another day. Gotta stop peeking. And the bad news is it looks like they're capping the first point, so I have to give up some of these good sight lines. But the good news is this map's got really good sight lines on last. Ooh. Alright, so there you actually saw some of the benefit of the Darwin's Danger Shield, where I had 0 afterburn, and I took very little damage from the Pyro's fire. But the bad thing about the Darwin's Danger Shield is if the enemy team has no Pyros, there's no benefit in running it. Okay. Looks like we're holding them back pretty well. I almost kind of want to get in close on a Pyro so I can show off how powerful the fire resist is. You can essentially just run up to Pyros when you're wearing the Darwin's Danger Shield and just get into melee fights with them because it is that strong. Of course, the problem is the Bushwhacker is not as good of a melee. It can't random crit. So you're almost better off running the Darwin's Danger Shield with any other melee on Sniper in its current incarnation. And yeah, I feel like there used to be an even more busted sightline on last here. I think maybe they put that wood over there to kind of block it off a little bit, which is good. I always appreciate it when they nerf sightlines. And honestly, this is still a pretty busted sightline because you can see both approaches. Oh, and I say that as this guy sneaks up on me. Wait, is that an enemy Pyro down there? If it is, I should... Oh, yep, there we go. Here we go. Let me check this out. Yeah, see, I can basically run in there with impunity against a Pyro because I know that their fire really does almost nothing to me. And I'm gonna chase down the Pyro if I can, just to prove a point. Oh, too many people there. But yeah, the only theoretical synergy left in this set is if you were to hit somebody with the Sydney Sleeper to get them covered in P and then bushwhack them, but any shot that would coat them in P long enough usually ends up killing them first anyhow. Alright, here's a good example of what the tombstone looks like. So you can see the old snaggletooth on there. Alright, it's probably smart for me to hang out by this sentry because not only does it protect me, but anybody I coat in Girardi with a shot will take a lot of damage from the sentry. So yeah, that's the weird change in mindset with this weapon, is you're almost kind of going more for assists than you are for going for kills. But I almost feel like if that's what you're going for, why don't you just run Girardi or play Medic instead? Like, it kind of defeats the whole idea of a pick class.
And he's back at it again.
And we're looking decent here. Kind of wondering if I should push up. But yeah, I guess against heavies, this is still pretty good because it's so easy to body shot them. And a Girardi heavy is also easy pickings for your teammates. But yeah, I would just rather play Medic, I think. Anyway, let me know in the comment section if you remember the old Croc-O-Style set and what you think of the new one. But yeah, it looks like we got this one in the bag, so thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video.